So let's talk about the ThE. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. So the first time I heard that word was in a Mike Myers film from decades ago. The movie was called So I Married an Axe Murderer. The main character, played by Mike Myers, his father is talking, just briefly, talking about this secret society made up of 5 people who control everything. Sounds familiar, right? Well, all these years later, they finally came out with a television series based on that little skit, and it's called The Pentaverate. I believe I pronounced that correctly. I'm not sure. But this aired on Netflix today. 5-5. Here's the low hanging fruit. It's 5-5. Penta means 5. It's about these 5 people. Now, this show is probably loaded with little hidden things that you could decode. One thing that I noticed was just in the title, the way the title appears. Notice the use of capital and lowercase letters, upper and lowercase letters. It's strange the way they present it. And I knew immediately to look at the case-sensitive ciphers of gematria. I'll make the cipher breakdown a little bit bigger in a second here, but just notice the way the title appears. Pay attention to the capital and lowercase letters. The pentaverate, just as it appears in the title, equals 429 with the reverse Frank Baconis cipher. Again, this is a case-sensitive cipher. And here's the cipher breakdown a little bit bigger. Bottom half of the screen, that's the key. The letters A to Z are flipped, Z to A. Notice the letters. Z, capital Z is 1, lowercase z is 2, uppercase Y is 3, lowercase y is 4, and so on all the way back to lowercase a. And using this cipher, the reverse Frank Baconis cipher, the pentaverate equals 429. No, I only watched a little bit of the series, the first half of the second episode. So I don't know the official date that the pentaverate was formed, but at the beginning of the episodes it says the year 1347. Basically, that's when they decided to form. Well, 1347 plus that 429 we talked about brings us to 1776. Of course, many people know that's when the Bavarian Illuminati formed in May of 1776. So if you bust out your normal calculator, 1776 minus 1347, again, that's the year that the pentaverate formed. 1776 minus 1347 is 429. Now, I'm sure some of you fellow decoders have some connections with the number 429. And please leave some, comments in the section below. But I have a hard time believing that this was an accident. I don't think this was a coincidence that using the case-sensitive cipher, the title, just as it appears, equals 429, and this secret society formed 429 years before probably the most famous one, the Illuminati, the Bavarian Illuminati. I should say, I don't know if that's the most famous, but a lot of people know about the Illuminati. And this secret society from the Mike Myers show is bound to be talked about in connection with the Illuminati.